Now we're going to talk about the LeakMaster UltraFlow V3, and I'm going to go into the program mode where I'm going to set the PSI. So right here I'm going to click here and I'm going to set this PSI. I can set it to 5, and then when I go to set pressure, I can do a manual, turn the air on, and then bump this up or bump this down based on how I want to do my piece, or I can actually do an auto where I'm going to hit the start here, and what this is going to do, it's going to go through a procedure. You can see right now I've got my air, it goes to 1.8 psi, which is below our target. It's going to sit there and it's going to stabilize. You can see I'm down to, a thousandth. It's bouncing about 3 to 5 thousandths of a psi, and this is with my tubing and with my part, everything in place. So it's a very, very highly accurate internal pressure regulator. Once I'm done with this stage, it's going to exhaust, and you're going to go to a target pressure that's above the set point. And we just went to exhaust. Now, the reason you'd want to do this is what you're doing is you're actually mapping the system. You're mapping it with all of your tubing, all of your fittings, and a part, so that you know, hey, if I want to seek 5 psi, the regulator is monitoring itself to ensure that you get to 5 psi. So here now we're at a pressure above 5 psi, roughly 5.174, 73, 75, 76, bouncing around, very, very accurate. Once it's done, it will have learned how to do that. If I wanted to introduce the leak, I would just press this button and you could do this setup with the leak on. So now when I turn my air on, I'm at here we go, I'm at 4.99. I'm, roughly a few thousandths off. I turn it off, I turn it back on, same thing, 5.0. So we're, very, very accurate, well within our, few thousandths psi. If I wanted to turn the leak on, I can turn the leak on, and now when I turn the air on, I'm actually going to be lower because my leak is on. If I turn my leak off, it goes back to my 5. So that's what that system does. It's a nice, easy way for you to automatically set this up, whether you want to set it up with the leak orifice or if you want to set up the pressure without. You can do that with this screen.